Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm so excited. Look, full disclosure, I'm not really here. I'm here, but I'm not here. What do I mean by that? So this is normally a live stream, but it's actually pre-recorded today because I'm at Disney right now. So future Cyndi is at Disney, but I just had to close out the month with all these love topics. So I did pre-record this session today, and go check out on Instagram. I don't know what's happening today because I'm not in the future yet, but I'm sure whatever it is, it's fun if we're over at Disney. But today we're talking about how to turn your passion for travel into profits, okay? So I know this is such a big topic because so many people have a passion for travel, but getting it to translate into actual money, like how does that magic happen? So that's what we're gonna dive into today. So if you wanna take your love of travel and convert it into currency, right? If you want to have fun every single day, like I'm today, right, at Disney, and if you want to know the 5 things that I did to make more money so I could live this crazy life that I live where I get to travel all the time and take my business anywhere I want in the world or work from my home in Austin and just do what I love to do every single day, then keep on watching. We're going to dive into it today.
This could be magical. This could be magical.
All right, awesome. So it's so funny because when the live stream kicked on, I was actually checking a message from someone who was inquiring about a group trip in Hawaii, and they reached out to us because they saw some of our stuff online. And that's just like a perfect example of like when you share what you love, how it can translate into sales. So I can't wait to share all the good stuff we have prepared for you today. But before we get started, if you're not already, make sure you're following us over on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I have new videos that are unique to YouTube that come out every single week. And when you click that notification bell, you can get alerted so they can help you grow your travel business and get tips and tricks and all the things. So with that, let's get started. By the way, if you're new to the show, welcome. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry over 25 years ago. I was just a baby. And today I own and operate my own award-winning, nationally recognized travel agency. And I also am the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which builds programs, resources, and tools to help people just like you launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses just like I have done over my career. So without further ado, let's get into travel agents. How do you take your passion for travel and turn it into profits? Like lots of people have a passion for travel. Like you can walk down the street and people be like, yeah, I have wanderlust. Yeah, I love travel, blah, blah, blah. But how do you translate that into a real business? How do you translate that into dollars? So I spent years with another business that I had, and I kept my travel business for so long as like a side business. So just a real quick debrief of my career. I started in the 90s. I worked for one of the biggest travel brands in the world, RCI Travel. I was a top selling agent for them and sold my first million in my first year as a travel agent. They quickly moved me into the training department where I trained thousands of agents. Then I went and worked for a different company when they closed the Grand Rapids Center and transitioned down here to Texas. And then when I left the corporate world, I had my travel agency kind of on the side because I always loved travel. I always wanted to keep my credentials up, wanted to still take advantage of the perks, but I kept it as like a hobby business for several years. So my husband and I actually launched our own totally unrelated franchise business that we grew from the ground up. We launched it in the middle of the 2008 recession. Best plan ever, right? But we actually grew that business to 7 figures. We were the fastest growing of its kind when we built that. But we owned that business for just 10 years, about 10 years. And as big as it grew and as profitable as it was and afforded us an amazing lifestyle, it was killing me. I was not passionate about it at all. I didn't love what I did every day. I got burnt out. I got beat down. At one point, I had a panic attack. I didn't even think panic attacks were like a real thing. They totally are. I thought I was having a heart attack. Ended up in the emergency room. And I just had a wake-up call. Like, I have to stop doing stuff I don't love with my life and making that decision with my husband. I'll never forget, there was like a day I was in the closet crying. I just didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to deal with it. You know, like when you have that job and like Sunday afternoon, the dread sets in. Well, I just had this morning where I was like, I don't freaking want to do this crap anymore. I was just over it. Like I didn't care what I had to do. I just didn't want to do that anymore. And, I went out to my husband. I had all this guilt, right? Because that company brought a lot of abundance. It was paying our mortgage at the time, all of the things. And I came out and I said, I quit. I don't want to do it anymore. And he's all like, well, we have 50 employees. You can't quit. But if it's really weighing on you like that, let's figure out an exit plan. And it was like the biggest relief off my shoulders to go, oh my gosh. He believes in me, or like, oh, I don't have to stay in this crap that I don't like doing anymore. And that just gave me like the fire and motivation to go, okay, I'm going to do what I love every day. I'm going to take my travel business, which still had decent income. It was nowhere compared to what the other business was doing. But I was like, I'm going to apply every ounce of my passion. I'm going to double down. I'm going to show, and just in gratitude, like wanted to show my husband like what I could do with this thing if I had the time, energy, and resources to do it. So we ended up selling that other business and, going from huge income to zero income over, not zero, but like a little bit from the travel agency, and just doubled down on building our travel brand and our travel business, which we built that into a 7-figure travel brand. So, of course, it's easy to look back and go, oh yeah, we did that when it's happened now and I live the life, but it was so scary at the time, right? So I want to just kind of set the stage for like starting with just passion, like how I built everything out, and share some great tips with you guys. So by the way, if you guys are super, super new and you're just at that beginning stages of thinking about getting into the travel industry, I want to tell you about a free resource. It's my masterclass, the 5 shifts to a 6-figure travel business and beyond. You can go take that class. It's totally free if you use that link that's on the screen, and I'll link it down below for you too. That is a great class to understand what it takes to get into the travel industry, the first different choices that you have, because based on your goals and how you like to work, one fit is not the same fit for everyone, if that makes sense. So take that class if you're thinking about getting into the industry and you want to understand the potential and what it takes and if it's even for you. So back to the topic at hand, getting those passions into profits, right? So I want you to think about if you worked in travel full time, if you could snap your fingers, right? Like if I was back in that life that I hated, that I just want to get rid of, snap my fingers and be in the life I am like right now today. Like I know you guys can't see the flip side of the camera and I have all the studio hooked up, but if I look out my window, it's literally the hills of Austin. It's so beautiful. It's like exactly what I wanted to manifest in my life. We built a pool out. We built our dream home here in Austin, and I travel. Like today, I know this is technically it's a pre-recorded live stream. It's not really a live stream. I'm actually in the Disney parks today, right? That's what I'm doing today, is we're out having fun, because that's my life every day. But what would your life look like if you could snap your fingers, right? So think about that. Tell me in comments, if you could snap your fingers, what would be like that one thing that would just be the greatest if you worked in travel full time? Would it be that you don't have to go to the office anymore? Would it be that you get to travel, you get to take your business while you travel? Would it be that you're showing your kids how to follow their passion? What would that thing be? I want you to write it in comments, because I really feel like as a coach, I'm trying to coach you a little bit. And that helps you get clear on like what you're working towards. What is your why, right? And it doesn't have to be a big thing. You know what we hear all the time from our new students is, I just want to ease into my morning. Like that's my vision for my life. I want to ease into my day and like do what I love, right? So let's talk about how you take your passion for travel and convert it into currency. I'm going to give you a couple of steps here that will really help you start on that process. The first one is be clear about your end goal. That's why I asked, like, what's that one thing? I want you to elaborate on it. Tell a story about what your life looks like when you are done, when the goal is accomplished, when the goal is realized. When I was in that spot in my closet and I was like, I couldn't see a way forward, but then that moment opened up where my husband's like, let's figure it out. Let's figure out an exit plan. I mean, I was like a beast with like figuring out, okay, what do I want for my life? What do I want this thing to do? How do I want to build this thing? I want to build it around my family. I want to create this abundance. I want to do all these things. And I built everything out in such detail. Like I had a vision for our home. I had a vision for living in the hills of Austin. I had a vision for traveling all over the world whenever I felt like it, right? So I had to get really clear on that before you can make it happen, because your brain has to believe it's possible before you can manifest it, if that makes sense. So clarity is power, you guys. So think about, what does that life look like? And then I want you to write it down as if it's already happened. I'm so grateful that I'm living in my custom home, looking at the hills of Austin. I get to go swimming, and if you follow me on Instagram, you get to see our sunsets all the time. We're in our spa out in the backyard, and even in the middle of winter, right? That was what was on that piece of paper for me 5 years ago, right? So think about it as if it's already happened. The next thing that I want you to do is share what you love in a big way. And this seems like such a simple thing to say, but I want to tell you, the clients that I've worked with, and we've launched hundreds of travel brands now, and we've in my career I've trained thousands of travel agents. The people who are the most successful, especially in today's environment of operating in this online market, is really, they're so passionate about what they do, and they just love to share that in a big way. So some of you are so passionate and you love to share it when you get that person on the phone, but you need to exemplify that and share it with the world. So think about being a storyteller for what you do. Are you a Disney based agent? Are you a cruise agent? Do you do all inclusives? Do you do everything? I had someone in my mastermind class just last night, and she said, Cyndi, I'm so new to this. And she's about my age. And she said, I have kids, and they're like, Mom, you can't use hashtags, and you can't be on social media, and you can't, and they were like literally throwing limiting beliefs at her. And she was like, Cyndi, who am I to be on social media? Who am I to whatever? And I was like, look, it's not about being a social media guru. It is about sharing the passion for what you love to do in a big way. Social media and platforms and email funnels and different things that you can plug and place in a marketing machine are just a way to share what you love. So that takes the pressure off of how should every post be constructed, or how should it... There's a million people who tell you a million different ways. In our program, we outline it exactly all the things you should do, blah, blah, blah. But the fundamental thing that you need to do to be successful is start in that place of a love for what you do and what you want to share with the world. If you can do that piece right, everything else will work itself out. I have a huge passion for travel, but I have just as big of a passion for teaching you about travel and how to earn abundance in this industry. So that's why I'm sharing with you guys what I do, what I love, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or the things. I could care less about the vehicle, right? It's I want you to know, I want you to see what I'm doing in Disney today. Go check out my IG stories. I want you to whatever today, go check out this thing. Because I am so passionate about travel, and I'm so passionate about sharing. So think about that. Become a storyteller. Share your passion in a big way. The rest of the mechanics of social media can be learned and taught. The how you do what to do when, building a marketing machine. If all those things are like difficult for you, there are things that can help you with that, including our Careers on Vacation program. But that stuff can be figured out. The most important thing is that you have the passion, okay? So think about that. You need to be a storyteller. The next thing you want to do is really get serious about your growth. So everyone goes, well, yeah, of course I want to grow, but get serious about it. What things do you need to do to grow? So first and foremost, is there some type of education that you need? Is there a mentor you can hire? Is there a training that you can take? What are the gaps in why you're not having growth in your business today? Figure out what those gaps are and fix them, right? I guarantee you there's something out there somewhere that can help you with whatever gap you're feeling in your business. Frustration, overwhelm, when you have those feelings, if you're trying to figure out Facebook ads, that's a perfect example. Facebook ads are basically learning Chinese if you don't speak Chinese. It's what am I trying to learn here? If you get frustrated and overwhelmed, you don't quit. You don't give up on Facebook ads. You find someone to help you. You learn from someone. You fix the problem you remove the barrier that's keeping you from your success. Good entrepreneurs do not get stopped by roadblocks. They go over, under, around. That's how you have to approach things. Frustration should equal, I need to find someone to fix this crap for me. I need to figure out what I'm doing because I don't know what I'm doing, and let me get some help. So again, I'm not saying it has to be one of my programs. Whoever you resonate with, go for it. If we can help you, awesome. But whatever the barrier is, you already know what's stopping you in your business. I don't have to tell you that. You can self-assess and probably know, I'm not good at sales. I'm not good at marketing. I'm not whatever. Whatever those things you're feeling challenged with, fix it. That's when I say get serious about your growth. You have to be willing to dig your heels in and get those things troubleshooted, fixed, and repaired, so then you can move on and you can get to the next level with abundance in your business. You have to kind of up level and kind of fast track yourself. The next thing that you can do is monetize the crap out of your business. So this was a big lesson in 2020 because so many people, of course, we earn commissions. When you build up a book of business, people travel, you get a commission, you get paid, the life is great. But no one expected a pandemic in 2020 and like their whole book of business fell apart for months, almost, for the whole year, trips on and off, depending on what the travel ban of the week was, right? So, monetizing saved our butts in our company last year because we don't just have one revenue stream. We have several revenue streams. So thinking about things like monetizing travel guides, planning fees, custom trips and groups that you can be working on. YouTube. Are you on YouTube? Are you running? Is your channel big enough yet to run ads on YouTube? Sponsorships, affiliate deals, Amazon stores, grow a team. You guys, there's so many ways to add multiple revenue streams in your travel business, and this is what can help protect your cash flow when you have up and down months. If you are a agent who specializes in international, you're going to have a big boost in summertime because that's busy season, and then it might be a little lower the rest of the year. How are you bringing the same money in the rest of the year? So thinking about having that monetization in your business and extra revenue streams is really important. So I promised you I was going to kind of share the 5 things that I did. So from the crying in the closet, right, to the life I live today, which I'm so grateful for. What did I do? I'm going to tell you the five things that I really adopted to build my 7-figure travel brand. So 1, I fixed my mindset, right? From day 1, I don't know if I can do this, the self-doubt, And what really helped me is, of course, I had built this other business that I knew nothing about. And I was built it from the scratch in the recession. So I did have some confidence coming over from that. But I was like, okay, now I'm going to do it I've worked from some of the best travel corporations in the world. Why am I not giving myself the same, wherewithal to apply that towards my travel business? So I adopted a failure is not an option philosophy, and I really worked on my mindset. Yes, I can, there's no limits. I'm going to, do things that people have never done in the travel industry before. And that's, we had lots of different things be born out of that mindset of just like anything is possible. So you have to do that for yourself. You have to work on unprogramming crap that's creating limiting beliefs and get that out of your brain so you can move forward. The second thing is I worked before and after my other business. So it's no small process to sell a business. It's not like you put it up for sale and it goes the next week. It's sometimes a year-long process. For us, it was about a 6-month-long process. I worked before and after, even when I had my travel business on the side. When we had the other business, I would get up before going into work. I would work after. I would work on the weekends because that's the commitment that it takes to do it when you're so passionate about it. So you have to be willing to do that extra work. And if you want to do it in a way where you don't feel financial hardship or you don't want that stress and anxiety or worry, you can do it while you have another job. But are you willing to do what it takes? Are you going to get up before the sun rises? Are you going to spend time on the weekends? Are you going to do the things you need to do to get it to a level where you can quit the other job or leave the other thing, right? So that's what I did. I worked before and after weekends just like crazy. I was a crazy person for like a minute. And when we were doing this whole thing getting started. The other thing I did is I invested in a mentor. I invested in actually a few mentors to like help me work past everything from mindset to how to set things up in online fashion, making sure I was putting the right marketing mix together, calibrating those things with experts. And I also hired experts is the next thing. I hired experts. Every time I got to a plateau and I'm like, okay, we're at this level now. That's really exciting. But what's the next thing? Like, what do we need to put in to get to the next level? I want to do this in the business or that in the business. And if it was stuff I didn't know how to do, I don't spend time like spending weeks researching, or I don't have time to read 20 books on a topic or whatever. I just want to hire the person who's going to help me do that and get to the next level. So I will do that all day long because I'd rather move faster, and that has been my philosophy with business, and it makes a difference. The other thing is what I was just talking about, monetizing my business with multiple revenue streams, right? You guys know we have a YouTube channel, we have other things that we do, we have all different types of we have fees, we do groups, we do all that thing on the list earlier. We do all of those things. So we have our business monetized from here to California. It's all stuff we love. It's all stuff that's a fit for our brand. We don't do anything that's like weird or what I would consider like cheesy, or just like, here's an example. If I'm going to do an affiliate deal with someone and share like their product online, I never share a product online with my audiences unless I really use it and I really love it, right? So like I have people send me stuff all the time, or they'll be like, oh, I want to do a collab with you and blah, 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 blah. And half the time it's like just not stuff that I would use. So I just, blah. So making sure you do that in an artful way, and make sure you do that from a standpoint of integrity. But as long as you do that, again, it's coming from passion. Like I love coffee mugs is one of those things. People send me coffee mugs all the time, and I'm like, I'll share their stuff. Like I don't charge them anything in that case, but that just brings like good business to business. But I wouldn't share it if I didn't love it, right? So, but when you start thinking about affiliate deals and things like that, those are ways that can be really helpful to bring in extra income in your business. Just remember to kind of cornerstone it with that place of integrity so your audience doesn't lose trust in you. So guys, everyone loves to travel. The question at the end of this session is really, are you passionate enough to do the work? And are you willing to invest in yourself to get there? So if you're thinking about, if you're ready, really, really ready, the answers to those questions will be yes. And if you're thinking about up-leveling your business this year, you want to play it bigger in the travel industry, and you really want to build something special, and the things I'm talking about today are really resonating with you, these are things we train every single day in our Careers on Vacation Mastermind. So I want to encourage you to apply. Careers on Vacation is our 12-week signature program, and this is the one you guys have heard about. So you have your online self-paced training curriculum that you're going to get access to, unlimited access to that. And not only is it training, but you're going to also get private mentorship. You get a private coach assigned to you to help you through your journey. You get to also work with my team of experts, the same team that helped me build my travel brand into a 7-figure brand. Most of you guys couldn't afford one of these experts, but for the cost of the mastermind, what you'd pay for one expert, you get access to all of those experts, plus our training, plus the mentors. And of course, we are the most reviewed travel program online. We're so excited about that. We have over 100 plus case studies over on YouTube. So definitely check out those too. And I'm sure there's a story that's very similar to yours. But if that resonates with you guys, you can go to careersonvacation.com/ready now. And we'll just have a chat about what your goals are and see if there is a way we can help you get to this place of getting all of those passions for travel into ongoing profits. And we'd love to do that. So guys, I hope this was helpful for you. I know this is not a traditional live stream. It's a pre-recorded live stream. Is that even a thing? Not really. But put your comments below. I promise you, when I am done floating around the parks today, I will check comments within the next 24 hours, and I will respond back to any questions that you have. And in the meantime, I want to wish you guys so much love and abundance. If you're not already following us over on Instagram, TikTok, and our special group over on Facebook, that's my handle at Wanderlust CEO. And we are having so much fun. And no doubt, because I'm traveling this week, there's probably things going on in all those places. So I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you next week. like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.